Hey, this is Greg McIntyre. We're going to do a show on avoiding disasters because we had one and we're digging out of one. And how can you avoid? How could we have avoided this disaster? We've got Taylor and Lindsay working hard, drying out some documents that got wet. Hayden working hard with the hair dryer. Why is everybody doing their hair at the office?
Doing their hair?
Yeah. Drying out some documents.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. Awesome. And then we have Diane talking to people. We have Sanjay drying out some documents. Have you dried out that whole stack?
Yeah.
That's awesome. We're getting through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too much damage. So, anyway, Hayden, you want to come back and talk about disasters a little bit? Hey, Taylor, you want to join us and talk disasters a little bit? Come on back. Look, Taylor's a hippie. Peace. She got her tie-dye shirt on today. Come on back. Let's do it. Cut off the fans.
In the war room.
I'm going to cut off the fan. Yeah, we're in the war room. You noticed I took everything off the walls.
I did. I'm glad you got off already.
Just
A hairbrush?
Huh? Oh, she was in there drying her hair. She was up there drying her hair instead of drying the documents.
Y'all are ruining our reputation as a devoted employee. Hard at work.
So,
It's gonna be all pretty.
why don't I shut the door?
Water damage.
Really?
I don't know. Just made the ceiling. I don't know that I've ever tried to cleanse it hard before.
Okay, so
Hey.
I'll be on this side.
Okay.
Go ahead. We got all of you in the shot. I got no chairs.
Middle. No, I balance you.
No, you go ahead. You do right.
You're the pretty
You're right. We'll go down this way. See, we go down this way from height. Okay. So, I'm Greg McIntyre. This is Hayden Soloway for people who don't know us, and this is Taylor Shelton.
Yes.
Trailer. We call her Trailer every once in a while. No, I'm just kidding.
Or Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. I call her Taylor Swift for the first probably months she worked here. So anyway, Taylor does I can't believe that's a trailer. Give me 5, Taylor. You're awesome. So anyway, this is a little punchy today because we've been in here. I mean, it's been hot as blazes. We got the back door open, the front door open, trying to dry everything out. But I'm telling you, if you look at what it looked like yesterday in this room and in the hallway. I walked in yesterday and there was like a tsunami. There was like a rainstorm inside of my office.
And it was actually coming down on top of you at that point, wasn't it?
Oh man, it was coming down all up here. And
Good.
Look, this is new. These are new ceiling tiles. David White did a great job of getting everything up quickly for us.
He did.
Yeah. And if you hear me, I'm squeaking around on the floor right now. We've got a carpet person coming in to dry out the carpets and clean the carpet in this room and the conference room. But pretty much, we're not too far from being back up and good. So tomorrow morning, doing business as usual. But, disasters happen sometimes. And they're exhausting. I mean, I'm exhausted right now. It's just been stressful the last couple of days. It was stressful yesterday. I saw my life flash before my eyes when I came in. And luckily I didn't get electrocuted back here sloshing around in the water, And I saved a phone and dried it out, but unfortunately Taylor Swift's laptop bit the dust. We had to throw it away. But we got her up and running with a new one. Getting her up and running with a new one. So I guess how could we have planned? How could I have planned to avoid the disaster in the office that we had yesterday?
Had a building insurance?
So I don't own the building. I'm a renter. Okay, I own the building we're going to move to, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could have had renter's insurance. Renter's insurance. So I could have gotten renter's insurance to cover my computers, the desks, things like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I did not have that.
No, I didn't.
So now we know. So sometimes it takes disaster to happen, or for somebody to tell you before that does happen. So And actually, my insurance agent, Jason Wynn, came by earlier and brought me an insurance policy on the new building. And said, here's the insurance policy on your new building.
Does
right? This is
everybody know about
protected.
the new building?
Well, yes. You know, we put that out on social media and Facebook, and we had bought. So that's another thing is, hey, might motivate you to buy a new building, right, or buy a space and own the space, and we did. So that's something I could have done is move to another building. They didn't have overhead plumbing, right?
Right.
And that would fix it. Anything else?
Really, you can't stop it from happening.
Sometimes things just happen.
Yeah.
But you can do the best you can to plan for it, right? Do the best you can to plan for it.
We're lucky
So-
it didn't do more damage than what it
We
did.
are lucky. I think, there's some providence or something that happened there because,
Well, we keep client records in cabinets that protect them. So
Oh, that's
there is
true.
insurance that you take for things like
and
that.
we scan things. So the
Exactly,
things you
the
learn
electronic media.
is, I've been wanting to, we scan most everything now, but I'm really aggressively moving us to scan everything now. We're going to scan everything, go as paperless as possible. So we'll scan everything. That's an opportunity. I talk about opportunities come from problems and disasters. And they do. They always present opportunities. It's been a great team day. We've just been hanging out and, we had pizza. I had pizza for lunch. So it's been kind of a retreat, just in the office, cleaning up, just doing something different, right? And so we get to talk about this. I mean, it just inspired me. Instead of sitting down up front, like crying or something, which is what I felt like doing,
Yeah.
I'm like, I couldn't stop the water. I couldn't get a hold of anybody. I called 911. I was on the phone with the emergency because the pause was like. So I know this is 911, and I know it's for like criminal emergencies. But I got a leak in the building. It's overhead. It's raining in the building. Like gallons of water coming down, and I don't know who to call. Like, I can't get a hold of my landlord, I can't get a hold of the city, because there's an on-call guy for the city. So that is the right place to call. I could have called the fire department too. I think I could have, I didn't do that. I could have called the fire department too. But they said, yeah, they said, we'll call the on-call guy for the city. And the on-call guy for the city called me, but before that happened, my landlord came over and he had one of these T-bars that cuts the water off from the street. I could have had one of those. I could have known where the T-bar or the T-valve was next to the water meter and had one of those things to cut the water off if I needed to. I don't have one of those.
Well, but part of that is knowing to do that.
Right.
Knowing that
Well, I had to
there
know-
are overhead pipes. Knowing that it's possible to do it.
I had to know who to call.
Mm-hmm.
So, I raced. We got all these boards in here. This is what I call the board, okay? So we had all these boards. That was my board. And my big goals for like the next several years were up there. I went ahead and wiped them off. You know why I wiped them off? Because number one, we're kind of redoing the room a little bit. Number two, there's going to be other people in here. Number three, they've been up there forever, so they're stale. We need to redo them. Let's redo them.
New ideas.
Let's redo them, okay? So I had, different projects up here that we were working on. So let's see. Well, I'll put it behind you. Somebody's watching this, they're going to get sick. So number one, I could have known who to call. Well, in this case, I needed to call someone who had one of those T-valves to cut off the water. I needed to call somebody who could, I'm just grabbing phones and unplugging them, power strips, computers,
All those things.
everything
What to
running
do.
up front. Well, who to call? So I needed to call really professionals, okay?
Oh, yes.
I needed to call professionals, and those professionals needed to come in, and they needed to clean the floor, and they needed to put new ceiling tiles in. They brought in a water vac yesterday and vacuumed up all the water. Very quickly we've gotten everything up and back running, right? So, which professional to call? Luckily, I know some people, but I'm going to be a landlord in the new building that I'm moving into, right?
Yes.
On
All
the
of
space.
them on here.
Yeah, so I need to have a list of my professionals for the different emergencies to call.
Well, you'll look in different places with every building that you
And we're putting a new roof on the building. So really, I'm planning ahead.
Yes.
How that could hit me something like this is have a leaky roof, right? Hopefully it wouldn't be raining, the whole roof would fall in. But I'm planning ahead some, right? And then,
So, and you won't have overhead plumbing next time, you'll have a different set of disasters. So you've got to put on your thinking cap and start thinking creatively about what could happen.
so now I've learned, so I need to plan ahead, right? Right, so I'll know how to fix that quicker, right? And then, especially when I'm in my own building, right? So I am learning to be a landlord, right? So that'll help. David's got it down pat, though. David's got his crew, David White, they come over and just start doing
He has years of experience.
it. Yeah, years of experience, right?
He could have helped us here.
Well, he did. I mean, he did, yeah. He did come over. He's the one who did it.
No, I mean, in doing this.
Oh, right.
What, maybe
Sure.
how he learned what to know. It's what you don't know is the problem.
It is. It's what you don't know. And sometimes you don't know how much you don't know until you have an emergency, right? So plan ahead. And then, you know, for me, though, go ahead.
Suppose you look at contacting a professional before you become a landlord.
Right.
Find out the problems they've had in the past, consult them about how to prevent and how to repair and how to fix things. You could talk to David, he as well got up to plumbing and, you know, these things have happened and leaks, and they could give you some of these things if you talk to a professional.
Right. So I need to talk to somebody who knows. Right.
You don't even know what questions to ask sometimes.
Oh.
I'm going to be a
That one
landlord.
not working anymore. Did I just hit you with that? Oh.
I tried to catch it. Not
That's right. You're a softball player, aren't you? I'm like,
that probably was Miss Kate's last artwork. She
What
called.
am I keep doing? I'm so tired. I'm like,
I know you are.
Talk
Thinking about
to-
this last night.
this is what? Someone who knows, right? So, yeah. So talk to someone who knows what they're doing. And that way I learn what I need to do. And then, you know, after I talk to somebody who knows, there's probably another component that's very important. So that'd be 3. 4 would be take action on that advice. If he tells me I need to get building insurance on the new building, which I have, right? Then I get that insurance.
He was
which
here
I just
today.
talked about. Yeah. If he tells me that I need to, whatever, get a new roof, like my contractor told me I need a new roof there. So that's what we're doing. We're putting it as an unexpected expense,
Or
but
maybe have an electrician look
You know-
at it, or.
yeah, it's, whatever I need to do, it's a good time moving in, it's a good time to do it, and to plan ahead, stack the deck up front a little bit, so that it's easier down the road.
And not only do you need to know, we all need to know too, in case you're not there.
That's very true, that's very
So
true.
there's
So,
never a bad time to learn.
so we need to get this in place, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the new office, and because of this disaster, right?
Yep.
But there's tons of positive things that come from disaster, mainly learning, okay? So
I know, it's gorgeous.
we got these,
They're
what are these
working.
things? What are
They're
these?
sorbos or
Oh,
whatever.
they're like
they are.
sticking together.
But
or
it's
something.
absorbing the water.
Is that what it's doing?
Yeah, and it will expand.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. So, what about what we do, which is elder law and estate planning? How does this relate to that? I think it's totally
Very well.
I think it does too.
Very well.
And it got me thinking. That's another thing that came out of it. I said, let's just talk about it. So, what disasters can seniors run up against, or families run up against?
Well, the one that we deal with the most is long-term care.
Long-term care. Yeah.
That's the big iceberg, as you call it, that
Right.
we don't see. We see the flies floating around, but we don't see the iceberg.
Right. Yeah, long-term care, really just, let's start with just generic, okay? So generic, powers of attorney.
Sure.
I mean, people who need powers of attorney and can't do anything for a spouse, can't do anything with an IRA, can't do anything with an account or real estate because they both on it, and they're stuck because they never bothered to draft a power of attorney, a general durable power of attorney.
We had a recent case
Yeah.
with someone that I knew fairly
I
well.
wanted to put a
It was
lady
so
bird deed on the
sad.
house.
Yes.
Can I say that?
Yes.
You cried
I
because
did.
you
I
wanted
still
to
will.
help them so bad.
Mhm.
And
Because I knew it was what she would want. I
Right.
knew it was what was good for her.
Right.
But it was just too late. And he hadn't known or hadn't anticipated or didn't think that it was close enough to where they needed to do it.
yeah.
I don't know what the reasons were, but
And
it was
there's
sad.
there's just nothing we can do at this point, right? And you want to help, but you can't because maybe a person's incompetent or incapacitated.
Well, even
You
if
just
you've
can't.
got a guardianship,
Right.
that's not going to take care of all the problems.
No, because you're going to have a hard time convincing the clerk of court or the clerk or a judge that kind of deed protection needs to be done and why. It's just not naturally a part of what they do. They're very guarded over what they allow the guardians to do. So that preservation is not really part of that from the court's perspective, which I don't agree with. I mean, I can't tell you how much I vehemently disagree with that. Okay, but that's just the truth and how it works. So yeah, I mean, it's sad. So get the general durable powers of attorney, healthcare power of attorney. You know, do you want to? What about the worst kind of disaster when if I, heaven forbid, end up terminal, incurable brain death has occurred and I'm being maintained by machines, by respirators? Do I want to put it on my wife's shoulders to make the decision whether to pull the plug? Or on my kids, like one of my little girl's shoulders to make that decision one day? I mean, it's just a guilt-ridden decision. If you see me adjusted. I've got my daggone shorts on. My shorts don't fit right.
Well, some of the seats are wet.
They are. And then, yeah, I mean, I don't want to necessarily put that decision on one of my daughter's heads, on shoulders to make. And the burden to carry that, we pulled the plug on Dad.
That's right.
Or we didn't, and he laid there and suffered.
Or what if there's a difference in
sometimes-
opinion? Or
Yeah, and they start
family?
fighting. They get into fighting, and then they're back and forth fighting, and that could be a family fallout and split for years,
That's very common.
Yeah, so just these are things that help you to avoid disasters in your family and in your life. Wills, I call wills insurance policies. So wills are, we got flies in the office today because we got the front door and the back door open. So wills are insurance policies. And
But some people
the reason I call them insurance policies is because I'm in favor of probate avoidance.
Exactly.
That's why they're insurance policies. So if you meet with me and we sit down, I'll tell you just some simple ways to avoid probate on bank accounts and other things.
Some people think a will is going to guarantee that a piece of property is going to go to who you want it to.
And that's where a lot of people get
And
caught.
they think they've got the insurance.
Especially middle class families, things like that. You got plenty of money. That's fine. We have clients who we do tons of trust planning for, things like that, and love to be able to do that. And who have long-term care insurance. That's a place where you can get, while you're healthy and young, get long-term care insurance.
And
Call
some
your
better-
financial planner or insurance agent. Get long-term care insurance.
And there's some better plans now that you can get your money back. It
Well, those
doesn't-
are hybrid policies.
Yes, there are all kinds of
So
different
there are
things.
traditional and hybrid policies. There's different kinds now. There's been an overhaul in that industry. I'm not an insurance agent, so
Right.
so you'd have to consult.
But you do work with them sometimes.
I work with them, and if you want a referral to one who's good and does long-term care insurance, I have a short list. So that's one. And then you get into situations where you don't have long-term care insurance. Maybe you're just spending down money, or you've run out of money. Medicaid, you're getting Medicaid for a spouse, or for yourself, or for a family member, right? And instead of maybe for mom or dad to pay for long-term care, for assisted living or nursing home care, you're running up a tab with Medicaid and a lien, and they're going to attach that to the house when it tries to pass through the will to go to the kids. Bam, it's sold. And you could have put a ladybird deed on it, or something, or a life estate deed if you thought ahead in time. You could have done a life estate deed or traditional life estate deed on it outside the look back period. Or you're doing a ladybird deed. You can do that, even in an emergency right now, right? I think better to get one ahead of time. I'm always for planning ahead. It costs less. It's smart, and then you don't have to worry about walking in the office and having a monsoon inside. I thought it was a joke or something. I'm like, what? Am I really here? Is this really happening? So, you know, I mean, have you ever had things happen and it's like, is this really happening? You have to pinch yourself because you're like, I'm dreaming right now. I had a bad dream a couple of nights ago. I woke up like depressed. I was like, man, I was sad, you know? And I was so glad that like,
When you
it was just a dream, you know? Like,
well,
this is not
learn
real.
from this one,
Yeah.
everybody. This
But
can be
this was
remembered.
real, yeah. So anyway, those are some things that you can do ahead of time, okay? And then if you do get in that emergency, then call a professional. Call me, Greg McIntyre Elder Law, 704-259-7040. We serve the Carolinas, not South Carolina. North Carolina, primarily Western North Carolina. You're making me laugh. Western North Carolina, from Charlotte to Asheville.
Right.
That's kind of where we go, okay? And why do you make me laugh?
What's your face?
Y'all
My face makes you laugh?
It's just that face you made.
All right, anyway, I'll let you finish.
Me?
Yeah.
Call Greg McIntyre.
There's some, now, you know, there are some times when they need to call you now.
They didn't.
For instance, if you are just started in long-term care,
Right.
and now you see that you're gonna have to start
Or
paying.
you have someone that's in long-term
Of course,
care.
or a family member, if you
Yeah,
have to
I
start
mean,
paying money out of
Then
pocket.
you might already be in the middle of a disaster.
Yes.
The water's coming down. I'll tell you, I was up right above those tiles right there. There's like it looked like a hole about as big around the end of that pin thing right there. And it was spewing water like a jet stream all the way to the back wall. And that's what it was. Okay, that's what did all the damage, right? Coming out of
They
the
did
side.
a lot of damage.
Yeah. You're already in a disaster situation if a loved one's in nursing home or assisted living care. It could be. Let me put it that. You might have plenty of money and that's fine. You're paying private pay. You're fine with that. Or spending down the money, mom or dad's money, husband or wife's money. Or you may want to say, hey, let's stop the bleeding there. Let's stop the money flow or let's minimize it. Right? Let's add a veteran's benefit, right? The water's coming down, you know, you're like, man, like me standing there thinking, what am I going to do to shut off this water, you know?
Yeah.
And you're just grabbing the computers and the phones, you know, and running up
That's
front and
right.
calling people not getting answers.
Trying to minimize the damage.
Right. So, you know, if you call and we sit down, we would talk about, is there a veteran's option? Is husband or wife or mom or dad a veteran? And is there an option to add a VA Veterans Aid and Attendance benefit, which for a married couple could be up to approximately $2,300 a month, maximum approximately $34,000 a year.
That could
is
really
a little over
make
that.
a difference.
It could.
That's a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
money.
Oh yeah. It is for to pay private pay, right? I call that a glass half full approach, right? So that or you know, if you're headed to a Medicaid spin down, let's do it properly. Let's talk about options. You know, can you save money in property? If so, what and how? Under the rules, you know, and that's planning that I really enjoy doing.
Some people they think of Medicaid in a different way, and they don't anticipate needing it or using it, and
Well, I'd say, here's how I would say that, is you are actually paying for that insurance right now.
that's true,
And how do you do that?
through my taxes.
Through your taxes.
Right.
You're daggone right I do. I'm saving for that rainy day right now through my taxes. And it's your right to access, okay, to pay for that long-term care.
Yeah, and Medicaid long-term care can be very nice care. It's not just.
Oh, well,
You know,
that's a misnomer, okay? Most facilities are hybrid, they take private pay or Medicaid, right? So either way you want to go, it's smart to plan to protect money and property and assets and avoid disasters in the future, okay? And again, hey, follow us, anything else?
Come on, Taylor Swift.
Listen, I can sing for you.
You know, we're going to continue.
Okay.
We're going to continue the
Okay,
theme. Our radio show this Friday on WCSL and on WTZQ this weekend is going to be about disaster avoidance and this topic. And you know, you can call us on 704-259-7040 if you have any questions. We're located in Shelby at 123 West Marion Street. But again, we do cater to. You know, I run the roads from Charlotte to Asheville on a regular basis. We do go in home and meet with clients. We've got meeting spaces. by appointment only in Charlotte and Asheville. Very nice meeting spaces, and we'd be glad to meet with you there, and meet with your family. And follow us on social media. You know, at Lawyer Greg on Twitter. Follow us on social media. We'd love to have you a fan. We'd love to have you a fan. We've got 2 fans in here. See, we'd love to have you be a fan and like our Facebook page. So please do that. We're on a campaign to 10,000 likes. I'm a little short. I'm 2203, I think.
Oh, come on,
But
help us out.
that's up from 1700 or something when we started that like a month or so.
We need to have a celebration when we get to 10,000.
Well, we do. The more fan base we have, the more reach we have, the more information we can put out there very easily and very economically to put good information out. So we'll try to keep doing that for everyone and doing educational videos and little talks.
My title is Marketing and Education, and the education part is why I came out of retirement to work here, because it's so important. I learned so much that I didn't know that I
You want
want
to give our
other
disclaimer?
seniors to
What's our
know.
disclaimer? We need to give disclaimers.
Well, why don't you give the disclaimer?
You give it.
I say call Lawyer Greg.
Call Lawyer. There you go.
Yeah.
I say, I am an attorney, but I'm not your attorney unless you hire me. So, so that's my disclaimer, which is a true story. And we'd love to sit down and just and have the opportunity to educate you and your family. So have a great day, and we're going to dig out, or I guess we're not digging out. We're what?
Fanning out.
Fanning out. We're going to fan out of this thing. I'm fanning out right now.
And if you come to our office, we promise we'll dress up for you.
Yeah, we'll
be
put
in a
on. I'm
disaster
usually in
clothes.
a suit and tie, I promise. All right. Have a good day.